Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for a new episode. Silos is back with me as always.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be back. It's been a while, Billy.
So I thought we'd do something a little different today, Silos.
What do you think? What are you planning?
Let's just have a talk.
Okay.
Just a gaming talk.
Okay, gaming talk. Yes, definitely.
No, seriously though, I just figured we could have just a talk. So a lot of times, I tell Silos what started this channel was the fact that we do a lot of, I guess, discussions. We just call each other up and end up in a long discussion about anything, video games, movies,
Music,
I mean anything, and sports.
politics, maybe sometimes.
Sometimes, but we're not going to do politics here.
No, not at all.
But I thought today's topic, I'm just going to throw this out there. Silos has no idea.
I have no idea, guys, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about was just, so obviously we are retro gamers. We've been blessed, I would say, growing up in the decades that we did. We were there for, maybe at the end, we probably got into gaming maybe at the end of the Atari's life, but right at Nintendo's start, and that kind of got us into that gaming buzz, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how it is for you, but I know for me that was a big deal, because I did have an Atari 2600. So coming from the Atari side, those graphics, and I thought that was, so cool at the time. And then you move over to NES and seeing, going to a friend's house and seeing them play Mario Brothers for the first time and seeing a platform game and what a game really could be, and I know for me it was exciting to see that, and one of the first games I ever played on the NES was Castlevania.
Yeah.
Castlevania and Contra. Those were like the two big ones for me.
Wow. You started with Castlevania and Contra.
Two mega titles from Konami, right? During that era. So I just wanted to see kind of what your thoughts were on that. I mean, I feel like we grew up at a good time. Nothing against the younger generation out there. It's just that we were there for the start of a lot of this stuff. A lot of these, the NES, a lot of the 80s cartoons, a lot of stuff that's nostalgic today. That would kind of make us retro, I guess, in theory, because we're from that time frame. So like seeing things like that, we still hold on to that 80s nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
like with the movies that we watch, and obviously the games we play.
Yeah.
So I figured with that, I just wanted to see what your thoughts were on that. Do you feel the same when it comes to that?
Well, I could inform not only our viewers, but also with you that I'm glad that gaming is part of my life. From the very get-go, from the very beginning, when my dad surprised us with the Nintendo Entertainment System. I wasn't fortunate enough to play the Atari, but I think one of my family members had the Atari. I believe I was around 4 years old, and I remember the joystick with the one
button.
the red button, right?
It was just the one button.
Yeah, and so the Nintendo Entertainment System will always have something in my heart because it was one of the best times of my life, guys. And you can't understand how I wish I was still in that time frame. I wish I was still there in the 80s when Nintendo came out. Because, playing the Super Mario Brothers with the Dunk Hunt, that was the first introduction of Nintendo Entertainment System for us, with my sisters. And but you started off with Castlevania and Contra, and I wish I would have known about those games early.
Yeah.
When you started playing. So I think it's just a good way for us to begin this conversation and start from the beginning of why we're gamers, why we're big fans, of just video game period.
Yeah, and I know a word that gets thrown around a lot on YouTube is Nintendo fanboys.
Oh yeah?
You know what I mean? And I don't know if those, let's just say those people that do use that term maybe don't understand probably like where we started off. So
Yeah.
like I said, Nintendo was my first console. I didn't have the Sega Master System, but I did have a neighbor who had one, you know, and
Yeah.
I was able to, at least we were able to play, you know, both systems,
Yeah.
because I could go downstairs, you know, and play with him, and he'd come upstairs to, you know, my parents' apartment, and we'd play, you know, the NES, and so that was, for me, that was fun because I got to experience both sides, right? Not fully with the Master System, because obviously I could only play when I went to that guy's house, you know,
Yeah.
or his apartment. But just growing up in that time frame, and then to see every console, handheld that, you know, Nintendo came out with over that time frame, and then getting to experience the console wars, you know, when Sega started beefing up their console with, you know, when the Genesis came out, for instance, and really causing trouble for Nintendo with that console, because that's a great console.
Competition.
Yeah, the Genesis is great.
It is.
But the great thing about the whole console versus console thing is exclusivity.
Yeah.
You know, like that was the big thing. Like you had some games that were on both consoles back then. Sometimes the game was a completely different game on the other console, if that makes sense, you know? Like Aladdin on the SNES versus Aladdin on the Genesis was two different games.
Yeah.
But the cool part was those exclusive titles. Like they didn't have Altered Beast on the Super Nintendo. They didn't have Mario Kart on the Genesis, you know, so that whole fight with that was great for me. I mean, I loved it. Obviously, it wasn't easy to just go out and get those consoles. I mean, I didn't get a Genesis until like my first job, you know, when I was able to go buy one myself.
Yeah.
But we had the Nintendo and we had the Super Nintendo. So just over time, playing all these different consoles, I thought it was cool that, you know, that there was, I mean, that there was different games for different consoles, like all these different consoles. Not every console lasted forever, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, Sega eventually went out after the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
You know, and now we're seeing the way Xbox is going. You know, I'm not really sure where they're going with their console, but it's always been kind of nice to have those exclusive titles.
Yeah.
You know, and we've got to see that grow, you know, over this
Yeah.
entire time that
Yeah.
we've been playing video games.
Speaking about Xbox, I do not want them to fail at all.
I don't either. That's the
I don't
thing.
want them to fail, guys. I love video games, period. I love every single name brand.
Well, I love the spirit of competition too, because
Yeah.
it keeps with. We have three
Yeah.
main console providers, not including Steam,
Yeah.
obviously for PC, but console-wise,
Yes.
you know, you have Nintendo,
Yeah.
you have Sony,
Yeah.
and then you have Microsoft,
But
and all of them have great titles that are usually exclusive to their console. So I don't know what Xbox is doing right now. I wish they would keep, say, like Gears of War,
yeah.
exclusive to their system.
Yeah.
Same thing with Halo, you know, things like that.
But the love the gaming, Billy, I'm just, you know, the Atari Jaguar, the Sega Saturn. I love those systems. And I love every single video game system ever made, it seems. I never had a bad experience with any systems.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
with the
I don't care
ones-
about if the titles suck. I don't care. I have a huge, vast collection of video games. Like, I feel like my room is a museum
Yeah, it is.
because I have almost every single system ever made.
Yeah, and with the ones I have,
Right?
Yeah, with the ones I've had, I
Yeah.
should say, with the ones I've actually been able to play,
Yeah.
I was never disappointed. Yeah, you're right. I was never really disappointed. I mean, like every console had their own graphics, you know,
Yeah.
back then, so it was really cool. But my thing was I just wanted to kind of throw that out there, like
I like it. I like where we're heading.
Yeah, being able to grow up with this stuff,
With the- that.
not going back,
Yeah.
you know, to stuff that we've never tried before. This is stuff we grew up with, you know, so it's kind of cool that we're able to do that. And then with this platform, you know, able to kind of push that out there to everybody. If maybe there's a game you haven't seen, I mean, that's the whole point of kind of why we do what we do.
Yes.
Maybe you haven't seen this old game. Hey, let's talk about it for just like, 5 minutes and kind of go over it. And maybe it'll, you know, make you want to try that game out if you've never played it before, you know, that kind of stuff. So maybe we'll go into more detail with other games, you know, like we have before. So it's kind of cool, like being able to, I guess, share our love of video games and any knowledge that we do have with you guys.
with everyone.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why they probably tune into our channel, because they're big fans of games as well, like we are, and systems, and they have probably great memories like we do, you know? But going back to the NES, it changed my life. It changed my life from climbing trees, right? Riding my bicycle, skateboarding.
Now don't get me wrong. We did go outside too.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want to make it seem like
I think mine is the opposite, because we were outside, yes.
we were outside most of the time.
Yeah, in our backyard we
Yeah.
had like a swimming pool. Like you could just add water, and those small swimming pools that my twin brother and I and my wonderful sisters, we would just have a blast and just swim in that small little swimming pool. But after that, we will automatically play Nintendo.
Yeah, once it gets dark,
Yeah.
right? If you have a little bit of time.
But that's why it's part of my life.
Yeah, if you have a
Like,
little time, or I know my dad was real big on like he didn't want to see me just sitting there playing video games only. He's like, go outside, ride your bike,
Yeah,
you know, go play
yeah.
with your friends, you know, and stuff like
different
that.
world
So,
though, different world back then.
but yeah, so that's what we did though. Like we'd go out,
Yeah.
you know, throw the football around and go play basketball
Yes.
or skateboard or ride bikes and stuff like that. And yes, come back when we had time
Yeah.
to play, you know, the NES or whatever system.
And you know what I love about back then, Billy? I love how my dad would buy us some of the games, and I would always recall the instructions, and that's how I started learning how to draw. You know, the sprite, you know, like say Kung Fu.
Oh
And
yeah,
I would
yeah.
emulate, like, you know, block by block. And that's how I was able to enjoy like my peaceful time with my brother, and we were just,
I would do the same with that in comic books, because I mean I'm big on comics
Yeah.
too. So I would, you know, like see something and then try to draw it myself.
yeah,
Right, on another piece of paper, like just looking at it, could I draw that, or what could I change on it to make it, you know, more different,
yeah.
you know, than what they're showing, you know, and then that would teach you how to draw, right?
Yeah.
So I used to love doing that too.
Or before, because we had bunk beds, you know, and so my brother would have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cover art, you know, the box, and he would read it before he goes to sleep, and then he would just, you know, put it back, and then he would go to sleep. But I just like those kind of small memories. Or maybe playing Super Mario 3 in the middle of the night, waking up while the parents were sleeping, and we were just, you know.
I have a question for you. So going back to, since we're sticking with the Nintendo era right now
Yeah.
in our conversation,
Yeah,
did you ever leave the power on?
I did.
Did your parents know?
No, they did not. No, they did not.
Neither
If they
did
did,
mine.
but
Oh man, neither did
we
mine.
would
We
really
would get in
really-
trouble. Yeah,
for
So-
sure.
So a lot of the times these games didn't have like a save feature, right? So it's like if you made it as far as you could, and it's like, hey, it's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
If you turn that game off, you got to start all over again the next day. So, did I leave the power on? Yes.
Yes.
Do my parents know to this day? They will now.
Yeah, same here.
They will now.
So I'm looking at the top IGN top 100 NES games of all time right now on my tablet. And speaking about that memory of leaving the power on, we left it because of Blaster Master.
Yeah, that didn't have a
Blaster Master
save
did not
code,
have a
yeah.
password, guys.
There
It
was
did
a lot
not
of games that
have-
didn't. Yeah.
And that, you know, it's not an easy game to beat, like to conquer.
Yeah, in the first place.
Yeah, because you know, originally, you know, the games, you could beat them like less than.
Do you remember I showed you that book I used to have that had all the hand-drawn
Yes.
maps that I drew for Blaster Master, just because like I didn't have access to a map at the time, right?
Yeah.
And there was no way to save, you know, so it's like you would have to like almost create your own maps.
Yeah.
I even color penciled them.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
really?
Like just because, you know, I didn't know what else was I supposed to do
Yeah.
for a game like that.
And there's a lot of games that went through that, you know, that you had to physically draw or, you know, be able to make sure that you remember where you were.
Yes.
Because there was no internet at the time.
Well,
there was
that and
no-
sometimes you would get lost because I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
with the limitations of the NES, you know, some stuff looked the same.
Yes.
So you're like, where am I at?
Like Rambo.
Yeah. And
Rambo.
you would be like, where am I
looked-
going?
Rambo was kind of like tricky because the doors you had to press up. and then you had to go to the left or to the right, and then you were just repeating.
It's the same thing with Friday the 13th. Did you ever play that one?
Yes, I did.
You know how hard it was? You could
Yes.
get lost in that game because
Oh
you didn't
my
know where you were
gosh.
going.
Now I'm getting upset now because, you know, oh
I'm
my
just
gosh.
saying, I mean, that was one of those
'Cause
games.
I try to beat every single game that I had on my hands, guys. Even my brother, we try to beat every single game.
So every game that my dad bought me, I beat. But every game I rented,
I'm
I can't say
surprised.
I beat every game that my dad rented us.
Yeah,
Those games we only had like what, a day or two
Yeah.
to try to play the game.
when you're renting them, right?
Yeah, and then if he's not wanting you to spend so much time on the game, I mean, you have limited time, right?
Mhm.
So, but the games that we owned,
Yeah.
I beat those games.
Wow. Like I had a tough time as a kid trying to conquer and beat Wizards and Warriors. #1.
So my dad rented that and really liked the game.
Mhm.
So he actually didn't mind that we had it for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
And I played that one till we beat it.
That's an amazing game.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
an amazing game. That
But we played it
rarely
together.
people talk about.
We played it together though too, because
They should remake that
Yeah,
game.
my dad actually liked playing that game, so that's why when Iron Sword came out, he bought me that one, the second Wizard and Warriors game
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
with Fabio on the cover.
Yes, exactly. Ooh, that was a good one.
yeah.
Man. He was really popular at that time.
Yeah, so with that game we owned,
Yeah.
so I got to take my time, and that one did have a save feature, like password.
Yeah, but not the first one.
Not the first one,
Because
no.
you had to write it through, and that's when we had to pause the game, let it run through the middle of the night, and then play it the next following day after school.
So I have a question for you.
Mhm.
What was the first game that you played that actually had a battery backup?
One of my favorite games that my brother loved, my twin brother loved, which is the Adventure of Link, Zelda 2.
Zelda 2.
Yeah.
Okay, see, my first one I did was Zelda.
Okay.
The first one, The
No,
Legend of Zelda.
We're the opposite.
Yeah.
We played number
Yeah,
2
because
first.
you played number 2 first, I played number 1.
Yes.
So my dad rented that one for us, and the only reason I even beat that one, oh man, I remember like it was yesterday.
Well, why would people say it's tough and it's not even tough?
Well, here's the thing. I remember
We
this.
beat
I
it.
remember this like it was yesterday. My dad rented the game. We saw it on the shelf, like the gold cartridge. So I was
Yes.
like, I want to rent that. He rents it and then tells us we have to go outside because it's on the weekend. So I didn't have a whole lot of time with it. So I had to ask him to rent it again for us when it was like a rainy weekend.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, can we go rent that game? So we rented it, and I had already, this was way later though, but I had already had the first issue of Nintendo Power and the map, and
Yeah.
that's how I was able to beat it, because the map really helped me out, because
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
you had to have the map.
You have.
and then when
There's
I got,
no way you could
yeah, exactly.
continue on, and because I had a problem with level 8
Did you ever do
on
the
the
second
mountain.
quest?
I did.
See, I did the second
We did.
quest, but
We
when
did,
I,
guys.
when I did the second quest, I was like early 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I started trying to go back to,
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
back to my old games.
Yes.
I did the second quest.
Wow.
So
Like looking at these games, like I just recall
I can see those games from here, dude, and they're like all great games.
they are, because this is a top.
I haven't even seen one that's terrible.
They're not.
yet.
So for example, when I bought my very first sports car back in 2001, it was a Nissan 350Z. Actually, 2003. I'm sorry, Nissan 350Z. So as a young adult, video games is part of my life. So I remember going fast, and in my mind, I was using the soundtrack from Rad Racer. Do you remember Rad Racer?
Yes.
When you press down, and there's this
Now-
awesome. And I
I'm not
would
laughing
always.
at you. I'm not laughing at you.
But it's
I
just
have
funny how-
I have a recent story about that.
Does that ever happen to you? Like,
I
does that
w-
ever
I was-
happen to you guys?
I
Like,
was just gonna
you guys
say-
are doing something that was close to the video game, and then y'all remember the soundtrack.
So look, I was just gonna say. So recently, obviously Mario Kart World came out,
Yeah.
right? So when I went to go work out of town, I had just played a lot of it.
Yeah.
And for some reason that morning, man, I was so tired, and I had my coffee, and I'm driving, and like the music's in my head
Yeah.
while I'm driving, right? And then I'm just in my head thinking like, man, I could use a red shell right now just to get these cars out of the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm like, why is that music in my head? It's like early in the morning, I'm tired, you
Yeah.
know, like we're going to the job site, and I even told the guy I was riding with, I was like, dude, Mario Kart is in my head right now. He goes, what do you mean?
Wow.
I said, no, like the soundtrack, it's like playing while we're on the freeway driving around.
That's
You know,
that's hilarious.
So yes, I can say that's happened.
Yeah.
Especially recently, I can say that's happened.
because Rad Racer was one of my favorite games growing up.
Red Racer was a good game.
I can't afford a Ferrari or
Red
or
Racer was good, but
a Lamborghini.
the only
but-
comparative game I can come up with for that one is Outrun.
Oh
I used
yeah,
to love Outrun on the
that was a
Sega.
great game.
Oh yeah, it's a great
Oh
game.
my gosh, you can't go wrong with that. And then, of course, I remember other games that we had to leave our power on, like Section Z was another one. One of my best friends, you know who you are, he loved Mickey Mousecapade.
That was a good game. I beat that one.
Yeah, that was a great
Yeah,
game.
I beat that one.
And I started realizing, man, the graphics are getting better and better. Like each time, it's like I could tell that character, you know? What a difference from Mario to Mario 2 and then Mario 3, right?
You can tell
It
a
just became
big
better.
difference. Yeah.
But also the fighting games like Turtles 2, or it could be like Double Dragon, you know.
Yeah, those are good games too.
Yeah, it's just a lot of great.
So I have another question for you.
Yeah.
So, do you remember, minus Mario with Duck Hunt, what was your very first Nintendo game that you got?
Oh, you mean before? Okay, yeah, I got you. Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu was our very first game after Mario and Duck Hunt.
Dude, if I told you the first game I got, probably nobody knows it.
I would know it because I played almost every single NES games, guys.
Did you ever play Deadly Towers?
Yes.
Okay, so that was the first game.
It's tough.
So my dad.
It wasn't easy, man.
No, and I've said this before in plenty of videos. My dad was real big on, you go to Toys R Us and they got those flaps, like with basically it's the box.
Yeah.
The box art in the front and the box art in the back. So he would look at the box art, and whatever stuck out to him, that's what he would pick. So Deadly Towers has a really cool cover. I don't know if you guys, have even seen that. You remember the cover?
It was like
like
yellowish.
No. This was
like
all
a reddish?
purple. It was purple.
The cover art.
The cover was purple. Look it up. So the cover was purple, and I'll see if I can put that on the screen. And it had like a barbarian type guy on the cover, and in the background was like a castle. And the game wasn't terrible. It wasn't a terrible game, but it was not an easy game. not at all. It was actually a very difficult game. And the funny part was it was one of those games where you put it in, start the power, press start, and you're like, that does not look anything like the cover because of the limited graphics, right? So the barbarian guy that they showed on the cover was not the character I was playing at all. It looked like a dude in armor.
It was misleading.
Yeah.
It was like a misleading.
But I did play that for a while before we actually got an actual good game.
Dude, you can't even imagine what I've been through in my life of like seeing those awesome covers, and then playing them and being disappointed.
Yeah, but see, my dad. I'm gonna give my dad credit that he picked some bangers, dude.
Yeah.
Like he picked some bangers. Like I know Metroid because of my dad. I know Contra, Ninja Gaiden, Castlevania. A lot of those are games he went out and bought. And I only remember what Castlevania was because the first time I played it, it was at my grandmother's house. My uncle had a Nintendo.
Yeah.
He was playing it. I didn't know what the game was. But when my dad bought it, I was like, hey, I remember playing that game. Same thing with Contra. I didn't know what I was playing when I was playing at my grandmother's house. But when my dad bought those games, I remember those were the first two games I had ever played.
Yeah.
Before that was Mario Brothers. I saw Mario Brothers for the first time. Super Mario Brothers. Great. Like compared to what I was playing with Defender and Donkey Kong on Atari 2600, those graphics were way better.
Which, by the way, Donkey Kong, I have a great memory with Donkey Kong on the NES days because the cover was orange, and it's one of the games that I recall like having a blast and having a good time and enjoying life with my brother.
You know that so Donkey Kong on the Atari is like one of my favorite games on the 2600.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt. I like Pitfall.
Like I played the
Remember
crap
Pitfall?
out of that game, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you for that one. I definitely understand that.
So yeah, it's just it's kind of cool to like reminisce about all that stuff, right?
Well, our other memories are Punch Out.
Yeah.
Punch Out was one of the games that I still know the code to this day.
See, we didn't own Punch Out. So when we'd go to my other grandmother's house, my uncles there bought a Nintendo. And they had Punch Out. And like the kids would be over there on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And everybody's trying to
Well,
to get to Mike Tyson?
I would just go enter 007 373 5963.
Who told you that?
Nintendo Power.
Did it? Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, you sure it wasn't?
No, it was the first issue Nintendo Power because I remember in.
It wasn't Johnny Arcade from Video Power?
Nah, it wasn't, man. That's funny though.
So since I brought that up, let's talk about that for a second. So
Punch Out?
no,
Oh, okay.
with the
codes.
so other things that came out of this whole era of NES time.
Oh yeah.
Right. So we had Video Power.
Yes.
We had the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We had a
Oh
lot
my
of
gosh.
Nintendo cereal.
You want me to tear out, man? You want me to tear out?
No, I'm
man?
just saying. I mean, think about it. A lot of so the gaming
Best times of
the
my life.
gaming industry changed with Nintendo. You know, because Atari had took it. No offense to Atari, I still love Atari. I still have a heart for Atari because that was my first console.
They're the ones who grandfather. They're the grandfathers.
Exactly.
Of,
But Nintendo took
They're
it
like
to
Babe
that.
Ruth.
Yeah, Nintendo took it to that next level. So with that, the gaming industry just kind of it did explode, right? So then that's why I'm saying you had like Nintendo cereal, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, the Legend of Zelda cartoon, Captain N the Game Master,
the Wizard.
the Wizard. Yeah, you had all this stuff coming out because of gaming. What was going on with gaming? And I have like great memories with all that stuff. I mean, we joke around all the time about the Power Glove from that movie.
It is.
I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Do you remember that?
It's an iconic movie.
Now, when you watch the movie now, though, you could break it apart. Like I told you.
But the games that they had in there were like one of the top 100 games.
But the funny part, remember, was I told you we started talking about the movie, and I was like, we found all the little things.
You're
where we're like, wait a
overanalyzing
second,
a lot of
man.
things.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, man. That's not right.
Really.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah.
You know, so like, you can pick it apart now because you're older. But when
Yeah.
you were a kid, I mean, that movie was amazing, right? Was amazing. The cereal, it's delicious. I don't know if it
was.
really was delicious, but I know back then it was delicious.
I want to find it so I could eat it. I may do that, guys.
He's gonna. So here and now, Silos is saying if he could find a closed box of the Mario Brothers cereal, he'd eat it now. How many years old is that cereal now?
What?
It's
30,
probably gonna taste like.
35?
Oh, I don't even know what it would taste like. What happens if you put it in the milk?
I don't know.
Is it just
but
gonna like deteriorate?
I guess.
I don't even know if I'd want to see what it tastes like.
Yeah, I think I want to try it because you never know.
So yeah, but all that stuff came out of that time, right?
Yeah.
You had bed sheets, you had kites, you had
The McDonald's toys.
you had tons of
remember that
stuff,
Super
dude.
Mario
Yeah,
3?
you had a bunch of stuff that came out because of Nintendo.
And the
Like I said, maybe
magazines.
we sound like Nintendo fanboys, but man, that time frame for us, the Nintendo was just so great, right?
Yes, I definitely agree. And then,
So you have the top 100 Nintendo games of all time pulled
from
up.
IGN.
From IGN.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
IGN. Not EGM. I'm sorry. I love that magazine back then. IGN.
Yeah, IGN's a little, man, I don't know, man. IGN makes me upset sometimes, but I'm not going to get into that. So we're going to go with the list, right? So out of this top 100 list, I want you to give me your top 10 and why.
Okay.
Are those your top 10?
Now we're going back and forth.
No, you go with your top 10. I'll have my own top 10.
So,
all right? So
do you want me to start or you want to
no,
start?
go ahead. I want you to start.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
seem
Is
like
it-
I
is
feel
it-
like
is it-
I feel like I've been talking too much.
All right.
So I want you.
Is it
I want you
like
to come
in order or just any order? They're all the same.
It's hard to pick like a number one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I would just say like your top 10. Like no specific order.
Okay.
What are your top 10
Well,
most favorite NES games and why?
okay.
After like each one, why is it your favorite? you
Okay.
know?
Well, I'm totally surprised that looking at these lists, and we're looking at it, right? So then my number one will be Kung Fu
Okay.
because that's the first game that we bought.
So it's because it has a special place,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes. Because my dad got that on my birthday, and thank you, Dad. Number two will be Ghosts and Goblins because that's another game after Kung Fu that we bought for 1999.
See, so what's good here is that I know we're gonna have some games, the same games, some of them in the list.
Yeah.
But I know we're gonna have some different ones too.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure,
so
man.
that's why I want to do this.
So Super Mario 2, come on.
Good game.
Yeah, it's an amazing game because I love the differences from Mario Part 1 and Part 2, and I love Part 2. And also, I mean, after that, Mario 2, we got Ninja Gaiden. For Christmas, my dad bought my twin brother and I. He bought me Ninja Gaiden for me, because I chose it. And number 5, my brother picked Bionic Commando.
Another good game.
Yes, and this, even though we're talking about the top 100 games, number 6 will be City Connection. It's not in here, guys. But
Yeah,
but it's my top 10.
Ooh.
City Connection, and I love
why you
That
like
game.
that game so much.
I love that game.
God, you made me play it, and I was just like, you're like, don't you get it? And I'm like, no.
I can't believe you don't like
I
it.
don't, man. I'm
Unbelievable.
sorry, bro.
And so I'm not gonna include the other favorites like the Punch Out. Everybody knows. that,
No, yeah, that's why I said, like,
you
your
know,
top.
Yeah.
You
But
have
I'm
a
talking
top
about-
10, I'm
yeah.
sure, for a reason.
Yes.
you know, so
Yes. So
That's what I want to know. Like, what's your top 10? And I
Okay.
know there's a reason behind each
yes,
one.
all of these have my reason. And then
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
And then number 7 will be Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, because my brother loved that game.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course Mega Man 3, because of my cousin.
That's a good game, dude.
My cousin. He's the one that introduced me to Mega Man 3 because he owned that as a kid, and he let me borrow it. He let me borrow it, and I thank you, cousin. Thank you for that. And then it will be Contra for number 9.
Okay.
I think I'm in number 9.
I think so.
Okay, number 9 will be
I'm not
Contra.
sure.
And then the final game, well, Contra, because at that time my classmates, you gotta play this game.
Mm-hmm.
I go, what's good about this game?
Yeah.
So we swapped the Ninja Turtles, game, the first one, and I got one of my best friends. You know who you are, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm sure he doesn't want me to use his name, but he let us borrow Contra, and we loved it because
Yeah.
it was a 2-player mode. My brother and I, we could play, with each other, and then also do the code, the up, down, down, one of the most memorable codes.
Everybody knows that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we were able to beat the game. And then the final game that's my top 10 will be the Ninja Turtles 1. And it's not in here, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, the regular one.
The regular one,
yeah, the
because
first
that
one
was
that
one
came
of our
out.
birthdays. So at least 6, 7 titles, we got that on, or at least 6 or 7 titles, we got that as a gift
Okay.
because of my dad. And then the other 3 are like friends or whatever. But yeah, that's my top 10.
Okay. My top 10 now.
Okay.
Okay. So.
And again, this is because of the best games, right?
Yeah. So. Man, I don't know. Let me see. I'll start. Like I said, these are not in particular order either. So.
Yeah.
So you had your brother.
Mm-hmm.
I had my brother. Right. And same thing. Like I remember making Izzy sit in his high chair playing Atari.
Ah.
You know what I mean? Like on a TV that was like this big.
Yeah.
A little TV that we had. And when Nintendo came out, I told you the first game I got. Obviously, none of those were 2-player games. So once we get into 2-player games, that's why me and Izzy have this thing where we said it in other videos. The red guy and the blue guy. He was always red guy. I was always blue guy. That's just how we always played it. Contra had red and blue. Obviously, Nintendo was Mario, Luigi.
Yeah.
2 different colors. But every other game, Contra had a red and a blue guy. Double Dragon was a red and a blue guy, right? Billy and Jimmy. So we did that a lot, or any 2-player game, and those are the ones that will probably be mostly on my list because of those reasons, because we were able to play together. Like you said, it's a memory to always remember, right? So yes, Contra would be one.
Do you want to check the list?
Oh, I mean, if you're gonna pass that over.
You gotta check the list, man, because I checked the list, and
So,
I'm thankful that most of my games were in there.
Yeah.
But again, the number 1 will be Mario 3.
Yeah.
Come
So for me, obviously, yes, Contra is in there.
That's number 1 for you?
Yeah, not number 1.
Or
but
I
it's
mean, it
just-
doesn't matter. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
It's.
So that's the first
So
game.
my first pick, yes, Contra.
Okay.
Contra. Me and my brother played that a lot. Red and blue guy, like I said, we used the code. I remember doing it and then having to hit select and start just to get for both players to have 30 lives. But that was one like we played a lot. Was Contra. Another one was another game I'll pick is gonna be Castlevania, and it's still one of those games that I've loved every game that's come out.
Mhm.
Right? It's just one of those games. You know the games I like. You already know how I am. If there's a
we want
series,
you guys to know.
yeah, if there's like a series, there's certain series that I'm big on, right? So one of them is Contra. Another one is, yes, Castlevania. Castlevania, Oh man, Castlevania is such a good one. But honestly, I'm gonna trip you up on this one. So it's not the first Castlevania.
So this will be number 3.
No, this will be number 2. It's
Okay.
not the first Castlevania. Castlevania 2.
Oh no! Don't tell me that.
I love
Don't tell me
Castlevania
that.
2. Okay, so look, guys, I
Come
know,
on,
I know a
man.
lot of people hate on Castlevania 2, but I love Castlevania 2. I loved trying to figure out everything because that game, if you don't know where you're going, you won't know where you're supposed to use something at. How you supposed? Remember the tornado?
I'm
Where
getting
you have to
upset.
remember where you have to kneel down and the tornado comes up, or
Yes.
where you can go to the water and you.
I didn't know that.
If you have something like what do you call it? Equipped, it'll help you. What is it? The crystals.
Oh my God!
Helps
dude.
you find other spots. So
I'm turning,
for me-
I'm turning 9 years old right now.
I'm sorry, dude. For me, that game, figuring that game out and beating that game, and then the music at the very last stage, still is with me like today. You know what I mean? It's
I'm
just one of
surprised
those.
to hear that.
I'm sorry, dude. I love Castlevania 2.
It's a good game. If
Castlevania
you
1 is amazing.
But why? It's not even on instructions, man.
I know, but Castlevania.
Not even
look,
the back of the. Nothing.
Well, Castlevania 1's
It
amazing.
took me months.
And we know Castlevania 3 is like a perfect game on the NES. But
Oh, yes.
I love Castlevania 2. So
Yes.
I'm going to throw you off with that one. Like I said,
Oh, yeah,
y'all might hit that one.
That did throw me off
Now, the other game,
in a good way.
the other game series I love is the Ninja Gaiden series.
Oh, yes.
You said the same thing, right?
Yes.
But my favorite out of the Ninja Gaiden series is Ninja Gaiden 2
Okay.
with Ashtar.
Yes.
Like, nothing against the first game. I love that game. That was what got me into Ninja Gaiden,
Yeah.
right? But I love Ninja Gaiden 2. The
Like, they
story,
improved
everything.
it.
Yeah, they improved everything from the first game to the second, so that's why that's my number 3.
That's a great game.
Yeah, so that one's my number 3. Now, you went with Legend of Zelda 2.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is Legend of Zelda, the first one. That's the first kind of open world, I guess you could say, almost.
Yeah.
It's not full open world, but for the NES time, it's a big open world game, right? The dungeons, the
Yeah.
music, the weapons, like everything in that game was so different than any game I had ever played before.
Do you think that was the first adventure game?
The first adventure game I played,
Yeah.
was The Legend of Zelda. I mean,
And
it
that's
was,
what I mean. Like, do you
Yeah,
think
so
that
that's
was-
my number 4.
Okay.
Right?
Which,
Now,
by the way, it was a difficult.
it was. Now, another one is going to be Life Force.
Oh yes.
Now,
Oh
the
my
reason I say
gosh.
Life Force is I remember me and my brother playing that game together
Yes.
so much, right? The
Same here.
music, trying not to get, I mean, using the code, you can use the code on that one.
Yes, you can.
But yeah, Life Force, nothing against Gradius,
No.
but Life Force was the one I remember.
I thought they were the same.
Yeah, I mean, but Life Force is the one I remember me and my brother playing
Mm.
a lot. We rented it, we played the crap out of it. It's just one of those games we loved back in
Yeah.
the day.
That's a great pick, man.
Yeah. Now my other one, I don't even know if it's in here. I think I saw it. Hold on. Another game that I loved that my dad bought out of the blue, and I think I did see it in here somewhere. If it's not, I'm gonna. Oops.
It's okay.
If it's not, I'm gonna bring it up anyway. Shatterhand.
Oh.
So my number
Oh.
5 pick is Shatterhand.
Oh man.
Do you remember that game?
I do remember at the end of the life cycle.
Dude, that game is
The life cycle.
amazing. That game is amazing. That game is just, for me, that game, it's the music, it's
Yeah.
the gameplay, the graphics. It was just one of those games my dad bought and that I still remember to this day. So when I had to rebuy my collection,
You
know,
have it.
I bought it. Yeah, dude, I had to. And it's not cheap,
No, it's not.
but I had to. I wanted to get that game back into my collection.
I did
right?
play it as a kid.
Yeah, it's a
and
great
we
game.
rented it.
Another one is going to be Double Dragon 2.
Oh yeah.
Now that's another me and my brother game.
Same
That's
here.
another super tough game.
Yeah.
Mainly because of the little platform jumps,
Yes.
right? What does that put me at? Number 6?
Yes.
Okay. So that's one mainly because like I remember the game. The music was great. It was, to me, it was better than the first one.
Yes.
The 2-player aspect.
Uh-huh.
Me and my brother being able to play, and yes, and in our Double Dragon video, he even said that he had to pass me the controller to help him with the jumps because
You
they
had to
were-
be precise.
Yeah,
like,
dude, it was
before
really-
it you know it becomes invincible and then
Yes,
you fall
yeah.
down and then you die.
So another one, there's gonna be 2 on here
Yeah.
from Disney.
Okay.
DuckTales,
All right.
it's number 7.
I sucked at the game. back
Love
then.
that game. I love that game. And
Yeah.
then Rescue Rangers, because me and my brother played that one together.
Mhm.
So we played Chip and Dale. I was Chip, he was Dale.
So that's 8 and 9.
Yeah, that's I think so, yeah.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, but I don't remember what games I'm on anymore. um,
Wish we had a paper, right?
yeah, I
Just
guess we
paper.
should have kept up with it.
But this is just, we're just having a
Yeah,
great
because
time.
I don't remember if
talking.
that was 7 and 8 or 8 and 9. And the only other two games that stick out a lot for me
Yeah.
are actually on this list.
Okay.
And one of them is Batman,
Oh, yes.
because I love that game, and I still love that game
Yes.
today.
Yes.
And the only other game that really sticks out to me,
The final game for your top 10?
yeah, the only other one that really sticks out.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, where's it at? I just saw it. It was gonna be one that I don't think you would think would be in the list. Maybe. Yes, Rygar.
Oh, yes.
Now Rygar, the whole thing with Rygar was it was another one of those games my dad bought. The cover looked great. It said Tecmo. We had already had Ninja Gaiden, and I'm like, this game has to be good. And then it opens up the way it does, and there's nothing to tell you where to go, right? And I have maps drawn of that too, for the overworld part where it's like where it's looking from a top-down view.
Yeah.
I have maps for that.
But
I still kind of remember where to go now sometimes when I play. Not all the time. Like sometimes
Yeah.
it takes me a second to be like, where did I go again? Kind of thing. Because you have to remember where to go, what
Yes.
doors to go in, where you can get the grappling hook, where you can
Yes.
get, the crossbow to go across, the
Yeah.
pulley, so you can take so you can start crossing stuff. So that's one of those other games.
But if you weren't so artistic, because I've seen your drawings, what happens if you wouldn't know how to draw the maps? What would you do?
That I don't know.
Would you be repetitive and just keep on playing over and over and over and just practicing?
Maybe?
I think I would do that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
know? Like Battle of Olympus was hard to play.
oh, that's a good game though.
It is, but it was
Yeah.
hard to play.
Did you ever play what's the other one from the same company? There's another one. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of
You
it.
could look it up
Is
if
it
you
Legendary something? Legend of something? So you had Battle of Olympus.
want. Remember that game?
Then you had
that was a great game.
Deadly Towers was another game from that company. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. And then there was another game. Oh my gosh.
Does it start with an F?
You thinking of Faxinatu?
Yeah. Is
No,
that what it is?
That's a good game though too.
Yeah,
It's not a
that's-
bad game, but no, it.
Let's see, we
Man,
can
I
look
can't
it up.
remember what
That's
it's
why I'm glad
called.
that we have this little handy tablet. That, just put
Look
that
up if you look up the company,
What's the name of the company?
Broderbund. It's like BRODERBUND. Yeah, there you go. So,
Oh wow.
and the one I'm thinking is where's the games?
Battle of
So there's
Olympus.
Battle of Olympus.
Deadly Towers right
Yeah,
there.
there's Deadly Towers.
The Guardian Legend?
No, that's a good game too, though. No, my uncle bought one. The Legacy of the Wizard.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever played
I
that
remember
one?
that one.
Okay, so Legacy of the Wizard. That's another
oh
one.
my god, man.
And
We're
those
going
ga-
way back,
What was
guys.
weird,
1987 here.
Yeah, what was weird is those games were not easy.
1987.
Yeah, those games were not easy.
A side-scrolling adventure RPG in the Dragon Slayer line.
Really good too.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I
it was
played
really
it.
good. Yeah.
I played it. I remember it. I mean, thank you for the emulator
Yes.
of the Dreamcast and the NES. No, Mini. But anyway, throughout the years, I will play every game. So, well, that's what I strive for.
Yeah.
To conquer and to beat every single NES game.
So what I would like to do,
Which I probably beat like 500 of the titles.
probably.
Yeah.
What I would like to do too, sometime is maybe do. We could probably do like a top 10, or where we would rate some of these games by publisher,
Yeah,
because there's a lot of good publishers out there.
I agree.
So what's the most? So now we know our top 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the? Do you have any NES game that ever came out that you just
That I wanted and I
didn't
never.
like?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Because along with all those great
Dang.
games, there was a lot of terrible games.
You mean a lot of disappointments?
Yes. So, name a couple of them that you remember.
Okay. Fester's Quest.
Oh, that was kind of a disappointment.
That it was hard to play.
It was very difficult, and I expected more from Sunsoft.
Yes.
Especially after like Blaster Master.
Yes.
I was thinking that Fester's Quest was going to be like the next big thing, and it was disappointing.
Or how about Ghostbusters?
Oh, that was disappointing too.
The same instrumental throughout the whole entire
game. Yeah.
The entire game, dude.
Yeah.
And it was hard to play that game for me as a kid.
For me, it was one company that always had the worst games. LJN.
Oh no, I knew you were gonna say that. I like some of the games there, dude.
Dude, a lot of the NES games from LJN were terrible, and they were like a lot of them were like comic book or movie based.
Yeah.
They were just not that great. Not that all of them were bad. It's just there was a majority were bad versus good.
The Power Glove.
Oh, the Power Glove was a disappointment.
The game with the Power Glove. I would play it and it wouldn't ever.
Yeah, I heard that was a failure.
It would never read the.
I still want one though.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you have one, and we did a video on that.
I have my original one.
But I still want one just to have, because I always thought it was the coolest thing that I wanted when I was a kid that I never got.
The coolest thing, okay, speaking about that, I love how our room, we had a small room because we lived in a mobile home back then. And it was the best times of my life. And the cool thing about our room is that we had the Nintendo Entertainment System large box. And we would definitely unplug the system. Mm-hmm. And we would place the controllers back on the box and we would just close it and just admire the box. And just leave it there.
I wonder if that was a kid thing. Like
we would treat it like respect. With respect, you know, because I was like...
Because like you were saying earlier, like what your brother would do with the game, right? And, and I know that...
Or hold the Game Boy and see with it.
I didn't do that, but I know that a lot of times, like...
With a teddy bear?
I do remember a lot of times when I had the games... So I had this desk that my grandmother bought me, and I had a drawer.
Yeah.
And I had all the games in there. This was before I had like a little stand to put them in. And I would remember opening and looking at the box, and then pulling out the game and looking at it in the, you know, in the dust sleeve.
Yeah.
And then looking at the manual and then putting it all back. For what? What was it about that? I mean,
I think
but here's the
taking
funny
care of
thing.
our stuff, right?
No, but here's
right, everyone.
But here's
taking care of our stuff.
But here's the thing. I am way older now, and I can still go grab my NES games and still have that same feeling. Mm-hmm. Like I like opening them and looking at, you know, like when we do our little 5-minute flashback.
Yes.
I like opening it and looking at it, like the presentation of it. It takes me back to that time, you know, when I was a kid, when I was doing that. So many years later, and I'm still doing it. You know what I mean? Even at this age, because it just has this cool. I don't know how to explain it, man. It's a feeling that you get when you're looking at that stuff.
Yes.
Like everything that used to have. I mean, everything's now in like a plastic case. You know?
Yeah.
But back then, everything used to be in cardboard box,
mm-hmm.
and you'd open it and you'd check it out, and it was like the coolest thing ever, right?
Yeah.
And yes, you would take care of it, and that's why, you know, like I remember. Oh, gosh, man, I remember going to kids' houses or apartments or whatever, and man, they didn't take care of their stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you see their Nintendo was all dirty.
Yeah.
The controllers were sticky. The games were wherever. The boxes they threw away. You know what I mean? And like us, I'm sure you were the same way.
Yeah.
I kept all my stuff nice.
We kept everything.
Yeah, I kept all my stuff nice.
And Mom and Dad, thank you so much for everything that you bought us as a kid. But speaking about the worst games, I do recall...
Yeah, I wanted to go back there.
Being excited about... Because I was a huge wrestling fan, guys, back then. And my brother and I, we were huge Hulk Hogan fans.
You talking about the WWF game?
Yes. WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, yeah.
That was a waste of time. But as a kid, you didn't know that until you started playing it.
Yeah, you didn't back then.
And you were like, what? Like, it wasn't like... I was just disappointed. And then WrestleMania Challenge was another one. It did improve a little bit. But yeah, we were really disappointed with the wrestling games. I remember that. And then also with the Power Pad, you know, we were having a good time running, but then it wouldn't just...
See, I didn't get a lot of peripherals. You know what I mean? Like my dad, the only two I told you my dad got us was the NES Advantage.
Yeah.
And the NES Max.
Yeah.
But like I asked for a U-Force, he said no.
Oh, yo.
I asked for the Power Glove, he said no. Which I'm kind of glad he did, because a lot of those items, like you're telling me now, were not the greatest. So it's probably better that we didn't get that stuff, you know. So
maybe I should wear the Power Glove from now on. What do you think?
You could.
Yeah,
you could.
I'll cut the wires. Or maybe I'll buy another one and just cut the wires. And just,
I'm going to get a left and a right-handed one.
Nah, but... Yeah, right? That's funny, man.
So I can wear it on both sides. No, but like so I was fortunate though that most of like I said, all the games my dad got me were usually bangers. It was
You're
only
lucky.
a couple. There was
You're
only a
lucky.
couple that weren't good, and that man, thank you, Dad, was able to pick up like some good games, dude, like some really good games. So we only had like I think we had like 36 games in the entire life cycle that we had a Nintendo.
You're so blessed.
We had 36 games, but that was because like my brother would ask for one or I would ask for one. So his birthday, my birthday,
Yeah.
Christmas. Then you had family members that would buy you something, you
Yeah.
know. And then if they were on sale, obviously,
Of course.
you know. And then my dad enjoying playing the games helped out too,
Yeah.
because I mean that's money that you got to spend.
Mm-hmm.
But he enjoyed it too.
Of course.
So
Well, my dad was a hard worker, so he had to just work.
yeah, he enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. Basically, Nintendo, Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo. That's as far as he went.
Yeah.
Once they got to too many buttons, he was like, that's too much.
Yeah.
But he still has the Super Nintendo right now.
Do you still have your original Nintendo Entertainment System?
No. So unfortunately,
What happened to it?
I sold it when I was younger.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I sold it to a friend of mine.
Gotcha.
Well, you know the friend.
Yeah,
I actually sold him my whole collection back in the day.
gotcha.
But I mean, since then I've bought back a lot of the stuff, and it's not the same. I mean,
Yeah.
I wish I had all my original stuff,
Yes.
but it's kind of still cool to have this stuff.
Mhm.
And just in my mind, I'm like, well, it's the stuff that I grew up
Yeah.
with. It might not be the stuff that my parents bought me, but it's still the stuff I grew up with.
Yes.
So that's how I look at it. Like, at least I
That's
still
good.
have that stuff, you know.
Well, I'm very thankful that I still have my original Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
And it
dude,
still
that-
works to
that
this
you
day.
you have a lot of the stuff you have is all the stuff
Yeah.
that you had when you were a kid.
But then I got older, and
Mhm.
the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo
Yeah.
64, the GameCube,
Hmm.
they're all my originals that I bought. So I'm just
Yeah,
very thankful.
all the systems I have now. I mean, they're all consoles I
Yeah.
bought, and I told you how I played the newer systems. That'll be a different
Of course,
conversation.
of course. So what's your worst NES games? You know
So-
mine, some of mine. Everyone knows some of mine right now. So what's yours?
Yeah, so there's a few. It's like, you know, you go rent a game, and you're like, this is terrible. So yes, Fester's Quest was one. We played Fester's Quest, and I was like, this
That was
is horrible.
ridiculous.
Yeah, this is a horrible game.
And I loved the Addams Family at that time.
But there was some cool games though, at least, you know, that I remember
Yeah.
renting, and they were actually like really good games. But there was just some that were just kind of disappointing. Fester's Quest was one. Nothing against Friday the 13th. I did play. I tried to play it,
man.
dude. I tried to play it as much as I could, but that was such a tough game that I just did not enjoy. Ghostbusters
Yeah.
was another one that I did not enjoy. The X-Men.
Dang.
You know, I'm a big comic book fan, so when the X-Men came out, we rented that one, and that was a terrible game.
The Silver Surfer guy.
Oh, that was a terrible game.
I remember renting it, and like you only get one hit, I believe.
Yeah,
And you're done.
Done. Oh,
You're done, man.
Nah, I know you don't like Star Wars,
Nah.
but I played the Star Wars games too, and those were
How were they?
terrible, dude.
I'm glad I don't play those.
No, they were terrible. They were very, you know, it's all about tight controls, good graphics, difficulty, but not like ridiculous. You know,
Yeah.
like it shouldn't be ridiculous to play some of these games, and with those two games were just.
Well,
You would think you were playing an LJN
Yeah.
game, you know, but they were made by JVC.
Yeah, but
Not great
why
games.
couldn't it be like when you're in the arcade and like you have that? And I love Star Wars. Only one little system, the arcade with the controller
Oh yeah, yeah.
and the 3D. Oh my God, we played that as a kid.
No, that one's a good.
Because
one.
we
Yeah.
we were at Pizza Hut, guys, and we saw that Star Wars cabinet, and we were able to play it, and it was one of the, I guess, one of them only memories of liking Star Wars because
Yeah.
of that arcade
Yeah,
with the controller. You know what I'm talking?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Now, think about some obscure games, like games that maybe nobody really knows
Qbert,
too well.
y'all know about Qbert?
Everybody knows about Qbert.
I hope so.
No, I'm saying like
That's a good game.
like an obscure game that maybe nobody really talks about.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot
That
of
maybe
them.
you rented and was like, dude, this is a good game.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you one. You ever heard of Demon Sword?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody talks about that game. And I rented that game, and I beat that game like over a day.
Okay. Well, of course.
Yeah.
Billy. You're a professional gamer.
But no, I'm just saying, like that was one that I didn't hear a lot of people talk about. in my, like amongst kids, because all the kids, when you go to school, everybody's talking. What are they talking? Contra, Castlevania, Mario, but nobody talks about those, like, some of those games that maybe this weren't like that big or that well promoted, but were really good games, so Demon Sword for me was one that we rented that turned out to be Eight Eyes. Did you ever play Eight Eyes?
Yes.
That's another one. Not a bad game at all. Faxanadu, like you said, that was another one.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of those games.
Well, no one talks about Popeye.
No.
I like Popeye as a kid, playing that, because I remember the cover art, with the black title. I think it's one of the first black title games that came out, but that was a good one.
You got a whole list right there.
Yeah, Adventure Island, no one talks about that. That was a good game.
No, do you remember Amagon?
Yeah, we had that.
Yeah. Remember he had the fist?
Because you had to get a power up.
Yes.
That was a great game too.
But not a lot of people talk about that one.
No. What about Top Gun? No one talks about Top Gun.
So I like Top Gun.
Me too.
But I really liked it when I went to the Navy. And did you ever land on the carrier?
I tried.
Dude, I got it down.
We were lucky every once in a while.
No, bro,
okay?
like, so when I bought that
Professional
game...
gamer here.
I
He's
bought
bragging.
that...
He's bragging. Billy's bragging.
I bought that
right
game
now.
again. When I was in the Navy, I bought that game. And and working with aircraft, I figured out how everything works.
Yeah.
As far as like, oh man, I can't speak in aircraft talk because I can't think right now. But like being able to tell like when to put your nose up and when to hit the gas or let it off. Like just to land, dude. When I landed the first time, I was like, I thought it was like the greatest thing ever, and I'm like, in my 20s, I'm like, I'm a loser. But to me, I was a winner, bro. Like I finally landed on the carrier. So because that was always like one of those hard things to do, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I got another disappointing game I forgot about.
Which one was it?
Karate Kid.
Oh no, you didn't like that game? I liked that game back then.
No, dude, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. To me, it was disappointing. I loved the movie, and the game was like, it could have been.
I like the soundtrack. You didn't like the soundtrack?
But the game could have been so much better.
It was a great game.
It could have been so much better, though.
How better can you get?
Better.
How?
There's other games out there that were better.
All right, I'll give you that.
Like Karate Kid could have been better.
It's a good game.
I didn't like it.
Okay, no one talks about Bobble Bobble. Or Bubble Bobble.
Bubble Bobble?
Yeah.
A lot of people know Bubble Bobble.
No, I don't
but
hear
nobody
anybody.
talks. I mean, a lot of people don't talk about it, but
That's a good game. 100 stages?
it's not a bad game.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Did you ever beat it?
No.
It was hard at the end, guys.
Yeah, no. We
hard
rented it. I just got as far as I could go.
Wow. I enjoyed playing Burger Time back then.
Burger Time was cool.
That was a good game.
Yeah, I mean that was your easy way to get a arcade port of it.
Yeah.
Looking at your list right there, my brother had Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
Really? How was that game? I don't remember playing that as a kid.
It's not the best game, but tell me why we sat there trying our best to play that game.
Because that's the only thing we had.
Yeah, and learn it as much as we could because it's like we have to play this game. Yeah. I mean, we tried, dude. That was a tough game, though. I think my brother still has it.
Isn't that weird that you had the games that you already beat over and over and over, and then
So
someone lets you borrow it?
Yeah, you got to try it and play it.
And you just have to play it, right?
Captain Skyhawk was a good game.
That was a good game.
We rented that one. That was a great game.
Is that like UN Squadron from the Super Nintendo?
Kind of.
Something like that?
Yeah, I thought it was a great game back in the day.
Yeah. I don't know, just going back to these memories of all the games that
Nintendo has so many games, and obviously not everything was a banger, but they had a lot of bangers.
Yeah.
That's the good part. They had a lot of great games,
You mentioned earlier you played Chip and Dale. Did you ever play Part 2?
No. So that's one thing. Oh man, there's two games that I regret never playing.
Yeah.
DuckTales 2 and Chip and Dale's 2. Those are two of them for sure that I never got to play. Power Blade 2.
Is it because you stopped with Nintendo at that time?
because we moved over to Super Nintendo. Yeah, so a lot of those later titles.
That makes sense.
We didn't get, but Shatterhand was a later title I was able to get. Vice Project Doom was another one I didn't get to play.
Yeah.
Which is why I ended up buying it way later in life. Why I have a complete in-box sealed copy right now.
Yeah.
That I keep thinking I want to open.
But should.
I haven't. I might open it on the channel.
Man.
Yeah, I might open it on the channel.
You should.
See, Crash and the Boys. I didn't like that game.
Which
Did you like that game? Crash and the Boys?
You know what? I don't think I ever had a chance to play that.
But you know, remember when they reference it on the
From Renegade, or is that where it's from, or is it Dodgeball?
Honestly, I don't know, because I played it. We rented it. I played it. I didn't like it, and I threw it back. I don't even remember what it was about.
No one talks about Dodgeball, and now it's a fantastic game.
It's just like Super Spike B-Ball. Do you ever play that game?
Yes.
That's a great game, dude.
Oh yes.
And that was one
Sorry,
you could
I
do
was
like the
thinking,
4
like,
player.
Just thinking of the game.
No, Dodgeball's good.
Yeah.
Dodgeball's another one that's good.
Yeah. So, did you used to play any sports games like Arch Rivals or Double Dribble?
Double Dribble.
Or Larry Bird versus Michael Jordan?
I didn't
Jordan
play that one.
versus
I did
Bird?
play Double Dribble.
Yeah.
And I like Double Dribble.
Me too.
And then I think, wasn't there like a hockey game?
Yes, ice
Maybe-
hockey.
Yeah, ice hockey. I
Yeah,
played
that was
one.
a great game. With
That
the blue
was
cover,
a really good game. That wasn't a bad game at all.
It was not. It was not. Did you understand how to play Dr. Mario back then?
Yes.
I had a
Yes.
tough time.
Yes, I liked Dr. Mario, but it was one that we just rented.
Yeah, we did too.
It's the same thing with like Tetris. We rented it,
Yes.
but we didn't own that one.
Yes.
Oh man, I think you just passed another
Which one? Dragon Warrior?
Do you remember Dragon Warrior?
I did.
Dude, I
We rented
love
it.
that game.
We
The first
rented
one,
it.
I love Dragon Warrior.
Yeah. I'm just thankful, like going through the list. I played all these games.
I was gonna say
All these games right here.
Dragon Spirit.
I think.
It's like a shooter, but as a dragon.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I
thought
love
that
those type
one-
of games.
Oh, did you ever play? Oh my God, I
Which
can't remember
one?
the name of the
Which
game,
one?
dude. It's a Flying Dragon.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about that game, dude. That's a cool game.
Because they're not true gamers.
Well, I'm just saying. Look, so the cuts. Wow,
kidding,
that's
just kidding,
hardcore.
yeah.
No, from the start, it's that
You know I'm
little,
talking a lot of crap,
it's that
really.
little bitty level, right? And,
Yeah.
and then you get to the fight scenes.
Okay.
Where you actually have to fight people.
Yeah.
And then the little dot would show up somewhere, so you had to like hit them the right way or
Yeah.
flip them over. You could do a special move to take them out. Depending on the color of the little circle that would show up, it would be like a really like a hit. It would take more of their life down.
Yeah.
Dude, I like that game.
I like Karate Champ.
Karate Champ's not a bad one either.
That was a good game.
From like you're talking about like the one they played in Bloodsport?
Yeah.
That Karate Champ?
Yeah. You didn't like that one?
That was a tough game.
You
Well,
didn't
at the
like that
arcades.
one?
At the arcades. I didn't play it on Nintendo.
You're too old to be playing. What did he say? What
Aren't
did
you
Jack
too old to
Levin?
be playing video games? Yeah. Well, he said,
One of my favorite
aren't you
things,
too
yeah.
young to be in the Kumite?
Yeah.
It's like, aren't you too old to be playing video games? Yeah.
Do you remember this game?
So I didn't play that
Do
one.
you remember
till
that
way-
game?
I didn't play that till way
We
later.
rented that game.
So I know Fist of the North Star because I love the anime.
Yeah.
Look, there's Flying Dragon right there.
I see it.
Yeah,
I see
so-
it. I
Did you ever
remember that
play
one.
this Flintstones game that's like worth a lot of money?
We
apparently?
loved the Flintstones back then. Because remember USA Network, right?
Yeah,
played
well,
it.
isn't one of those worth like a ton of money or something?
Yes.
For some reason, it was at the end of the life cycle,
I
right?
guess so. People just make crazy.
It's not one that I care to buy.
Yeah.
I don't want to own it just because it's worth the whole. crap
One
load
of my
money.
best friends, he let me borrow it, but I didn't. I vividly remember it,
Okay.
but I do remember the cover art
Yeah, I
of
remember the
it.
cover art.
And then I had to return it the next day. So yeah,
Keep going, keep going. What do you got? What do you got?
I know that later on throughout my growing up, right, getting older, I didn't remember that Transformers NES game.
Oh, the
And
Japanese one.
they created a Transformer game.
Yeah, it's on the
Were you
Famicom.
were you aware of that, everyone? Did you know that there
But
was
why is it
NES
okay?
Transformer game, which I didn't even know until I was in my 20s?
But they put it on the Famicom.
I know.
But why did they put that one in Japan only? But we got GI Joe over here,
Oh.
and 2 different GI Joes.
I didn't play GI Joe.
I didn't play them, but I know there's 2 GI Joe games on the NES.
Yes, there is. There
And-
is.
But we didn't get a Transformers game.
We dropped the ball. America dropped the ball. on that.
Well, here's the other thing.
Nah, just kidding.
America dropped the ball. Yeah, but here's the thing. Have you played that game since?
I did.
It's not the greatest.
It's not, because I remember. I'm sorry, the emulation.
Yeah.
It's not. You were Ultra Magnus. And,
Yes.
You know. And
yeah,
it's
it
just-
was not the greatest game ever.
But my brother and I, we did like Gauntlet.
I like the first one.
Yeah, that was a
that
good
was the
game.
one me and my
Gauntlet
brother
was
played.
good. It wasn't
Yeah.
like the arcade. Did you know there was an arcade
Yeah,
Gauntlet?
yeah.
Okay.
But we played that one. That was by Tension, right? Like
Yes.
the company that was.
Yes, with the black cover.
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to be making games technically.
With the black cover?
Yeah. We had Shinobi
Oh yeah,
for
I love Shinobi.
on Tension too. Yeah, we had that one
And
too.
and I love how we were playing, like when we go to Kroger, right? As a kid, there was an arcade for Double Dragon. There was an arcade for Ghosts and Goblins, and then we were able to play it on the NES, and it wasn't like matching like the arcade, but we didn't.
But
care.
that was the good part. Like I think, in my opinion, it worked for Contra.
Okay.
Nothing against the Contra arcade, but like I played the Contra arcade, and the Contra on NES is far superior in my opinion.
Yeah, the
Like
Contra
far
on the
even
arcade
even
was, like,
Super
weird.
C is better.
The way they jump the 360 jump or whatever they did.
Even Super C is way better than Super C at the
I
arcade.
agree. I didn't even know there was a Ghostbusters 2. game.
Yeah, so that one is actually better than the first one, but not by much. Not by much.
Maybe I forgot. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I did play it. I do recall playing golf.
I didn't play the golf.
Golf.
Yeah, I've seen the golf game, but I never played the golf game.
And I do recall, like, you know, we loved Godzilla as a kid, and at Kmart, we would see the cover art of Godzilla, but we would never buy it or play it. We asked our dad, Dad, can you please? No, you know. But I hope it's a good game. Maybe I'll try it out later.
Yeah, I never played those.
But did I answer some of the questions?
Golga 13.
That's a good game.
Nobody talks about that one very much either. That game.
They're not gamers like us.
No, but
man.
Golga 13 is good.
Just kidding.
And then remember there was a second one called the Mefat Conspiracy.
Yeah.
That one was even better than the first one.
Do you remember? Yeah, you're right.
It was.
Yeah,
it was
you're
way
right,
better
you're
than the
right,
first
you're
one.
right.
And the first one was good.
Did you ever play the games with the Zapper?
I played Adventures of Bayou Billy.
Oh yes.
Because you could do this, you could choose it where you could do the controller and the zapper.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to like move the cursor. You could just point and shoot.
Yeah.
So I like that.
But
you're talking about like just shooting?
Yeah,
games?
like Gotcha.
Hogan's Alley.
Yeah, Gotcha.
Gotcha. I played
That
Gotcha.
was a good game,
we
man.
rented Gotcha, but my dad bought us Hogan's Alley.
Yeah.
I used to play that one a lot.
I would cheat on it. I would just go straight to the screen.
See, I didn't do all that.
I didn't care.
I didn't do all that. I was like this, bro.
I'm not a
And then when they showed
professional.
up, no, I'm kidding. No, I didn't do all that.
Oh man, you know, later on having the robot, the Rob,
Oh yeah.
you know, playing
Gyromite.
Yeah, those games were like, oh my gosh, what? I'm
See,
glad.
that was
I'm
another
glad I
thing.
didn't have that as a kid.
See, I wish I had.
I'm glad I
Rob.
didn't have that as a kid.
Well, I wish I had Rob,
I
but
probably wouldn't like Nintendo if I
But
was.
yeah, dude, like that game. That's what was kind of bad with some of those peripherals. They just didn't work.
No.
And
That's
they
the
didn't
worst
make
game,
a
guys.
bunch-
That's
and
one
then
of the
they
worst games right
They
there.
didn't make enough games for them.
They did not.
Do you remember? See, there's Hogan's Alley right there.
Yeah, I see it.
Did you play? Oh man, what is that game called? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the game.
What is it? Like,
So it's like two guys. It's from the back. Like they're showing them from the back and they're shooting, and their little cursor moves wherever you're moving. If you can duck down and stuff, and you're throwing bombs, and then at the end they run at the screen all the way. What is that one called? You know what I'm talking about, though,
Carry
right?
Warriors?
No, Carrier Warriors was that top down.
Okay, because I
Which
love
I like
Carrier
those.
Warriors. Yeah,
Yeah, I
those,
like
those.
those.
We played that in the arcade. My
No,
brother and
it's
I.
like I don't remember if it was Heavy Barrel or something. I just remember me and my brother used to play that one a lot. I wish I could think of the name of the game, dude.
I like Indiana Jones. The first
Temple
one.
of Doom.
Yeah, the first one.
That one was okay.
That was a good game.
It was a tough game,
It was.
but it wasn't. I mean, I liked the
We played that in
the Last
Mexico.
Crusade better.
Well, one of our cousins in Mexico.
Well, I played the Last Crusade. I like that one better, but I don't remember if it was the Taito or the Ubisoft because there's two.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it's Taito or Ubisoft.
I wish I could figure out what you were talking about the background.
That game?
Yeah.
Man, I can't
There's
remember
just so
the
many
name
games.
of it. Yeah.
These are just some of the
You remember
unlicensed games.
POW?
Yeah, I remember that one.
That's a good game.
I played that one right there. I like Joe and Mac.
Joe and Mac was good.
That one was a great game.
Journey to Silius.
Oh yes.
That's a really good game.
My cousin had
dude.
that game.
It's like what you
He
said
wouldn't
earlier.
even let me borrow it.
It's like what you said earlier, Guardian Legend.
Yes.
That's a great game that a lot of people don't talk about.
Yeah.
I'm only saying like the games that I don't see like when I go on YouTube, I don't see those games pop up a lot. Like you have to do like a deep dive and try to search and see if somebody has something on some of these games, and it's very minimal.
That's why it's very important to have emulation.
Well, the only guy,
Right?
the only YouTuber I know that does cover a lot of these games is the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Okay. I like it.
And he will play those games that are terrible. He'll talk about how terrible, and I'll listen to him and think the same thing. Like, yes, they were terrible. But then some of the games, I'm like, oh, come on, dude, they're not that bad.
Yeah.
And I know he's doing it because yes,
The
there
channel.
are well, there are some hard parts.
overacting.
Well, there are some hard parts.
Okay.
Unless you know the glitch or the way to get past something.
Honestly, when I
It'd
see
be
his
tough.
videos, man, I feel like he sucks as a gamer.
But he's
He talked bad about the Legend of Zelda
No, but-
Adventure Link 2, and
but
I'm like,
have you
come on,
s-
you can't be that bad, dude.
But have you seen him where him and his buddy will sit there and they'll play a game and beat it?
He sucks.
No, but they beat the game.
Oh,
They actually beat the game.
okay, all right.
But he has like
I
a
just feel
whole
like
collection.
He sucks at the gaming, in a good way, not in a bad way. If you
Yeah, Angry Video Game Nerd, if you want to go after this guy. Oh, you remember Karnov?
yeah, that was a weird game though, because you had
And
to,
it's the same music every level.
you had to grab the letter boxes, right?
Yes.
To
And then
spell.
whenever you would move, it would, let you choose something. Oh man, that was a little tough one, but that was a good Kickmaster.
Yes.
That was a
That
good
was.
one.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
remember that one.
So Kid Icarus.
No
so
one talks about that.
I still don't.
Not on the NES.
I still don't know how I feel about
They
that
talk
game.
about the 3DS
Do you
one.
like Kid Icarus?
Yes.
The
I
NES
like
one?
that game.
Did you beat that game?
I did.
So we rented that game, and that was one where I was like,
How can you not like it, man?
just didn't like
it. was
it.
different.
I didn't like it.
Why? Because you turn into what do you call it? The purple.
An
what?
eggplant?
Yeah.
No, it was just the I don't know what it was about the game. I didn't get it, I guess. Like I got
man.
Metroid right away. So when I saw
You're comparing Metroid to.
it was around the same time, like when my dad rented Kid Icarus.
It did look the same though.
It had the
a little
same
bit.
graphical
Yes,
style, but it was
yes.
completely different, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
I don't like Kid Icarus. I know who he is, but I didn't,
I remember playing Knight Rider.
Oh, that was a letdown, bro. That's another letdown,
That was a good
bro.
game though. You gotta give it a chance. You gotta give it a chance, man.
You're gonna have me
Remember,
going-
man, we had the games and we were forced to play those games, and we were.
Well, yeah, if you rent a game and that's all you got for the weekend,
Yes.
you gotta kind of play it whether it sucks or not. I remember one time there was some game that my dad rented, and he's like, "Well, play it. I rented it for you. I didn't waste my money." And you got like, "Oh, this game sucks.
They were like $3 to rent or something.
This game
Wasn't it?
sucks." And you're like
$3 to
playing
rent?
it anyway, you know.
So yeah, with Knight Rider, mate, it was a good game for me. But yeah, I just
Man, this list is ridiculous.
it's really long. It's really long, isn't it?
Last Ninja, didn't like it. That's another one didn't like, bro.
I like Jaleco.
I like Jellicoe, but
Because
Last Ninja, bro.
Bases loaded 1, 2, and 3, and 4, man.
Okay, yeah, but you have
and
to.
City Connection.
Oh,
Come on, man.
You
Don't,
know what? Never mind. I don't
dis-
like Jellicoe. Yeah, but they're also the ones that made that game I told you, Shatterhand.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. You can't let me play Ninja Gaiden or Shinobi and then take me to Last Ninja. That game, no, dude, it wasn't that good.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to. Legend of Cage, it was all right.
I like that because
Yeah.
he was a samurai,
Yeah.
and he was jumping all over the trees, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't
Remember
bad.
that? The
yeah,
trees?
it wasn't bad.
I remember that. That was a great game. I did enjoy playing The Little Mermaid back then
I never played that one.
because of my sister.
I never played that one.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah.
It's from Capcom.
I know it's a Capcom Disney game. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's one I never played.
She played it as a kid.
Little Nemo's a good one.
Yeah,
remember
I
that
like
game.
the soundtrack to that one. It tears me up because it's a memory of my brother that he liked playing that game.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know. What about the most expensive game ever
Little
made?
Samson.
What do you
I
think of
never
that?
even heard of that game.
Neither
and
did
now
I.
And now it's like ridiculously priced, right? To get a
In the
complete-
2000s, that's when you started hearing Little Samson.
Well, I heard about
In the
it.
2000s.
But did you play it?
No.
So I played it through
How'd you find that?
through emulation.
Oh, well, I'm talking about back then in the.
No. I found it later, like you said.
Okay.
Like way later. I was like, I didn't even know what Little Samson
Okay.
was.
Okay. So we find out basically the same when we were growing up.
Yeah, and now
Like,
and
what
then
the heck is this game?
Yeah, and it's why is it so expensive?
Yeah.
Like apparently it was. I mean, it was released in the what, 92. I mean, that was late in the life cycle
Yes.
of the NES.
Yeah.
Super expensive, not that great. Oh, Low G-Man.
That was
Low
a good
Gravity
game.
Man. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of people talking about that one.
Or Mach Rider.
Mach Rider was good.
That was a good game. That was
I
a
like
motorcycle
Mach Rider.
game. And then whenever you get hit or whatever by a rock or something, then you just, explode or something.
Did you ever play Mag Max?
No.
So we rented that one.
How was it?
We actually didn't mind it.
No.
It wasn't a terrible game. My dad rented it for us. He actually liked it too. So we actually played that one quite a bit. We never bought it, but we played it quite a bit.
Hmm.
And yes, I remember Major League.
Yeah.
Maniac Mansion was like a computer type. It was almost like point and click. So that one was weird back in the day. But that's become like a... People like that game. That's another Jalico game too.
Yes. Did you like Marble Madness like I did?
I did.
That was a good game.
A lot of people like Marble Madness.
You had to be smart to play that game.
That's a good game.
It
That
is.
was another rental.
But it was a short game.
It was.
It was like what, 4 stages, and that was it.
Yeah, it was. It was a rental. Is how we played that one. See, because there's a lot of games, dude, that came out like way later.
Yeah.
After we were already moved over to the Super Nintendo, that I didn't get a chance to play until like later. Did you like their original Metal Gear?
It was hard for me to beat.
It's still tough.
It was hard
Yeah.
for me to beat because I didn't understand it.
I didn't either. Back in the day, I didn't understand.
But I conquered it later on in life.
See, and then the Mega Mans, I only played up to 3.
I beat all of them.
4, 5, and 6.
I beat all of them.
We never even got to play those by that time.
I think the hardest one out of all of them might be number 1.
Number 1 is difficult.
Number 1 was really like hard.
I wish I wouldn't have got rid of my set, man. I had the whole set
had
in
the
box.
I don't have them in box.
No, I had the whole set in box in nice, pristine
Oh my
boxes,
gosh,
bro.
really?
In box with books, like with the manuals.
Yeah.
Perfect condition.
I
dude.
think we gotta end the video now, man, because of that.
Why? I shouldn't have sold it, man. But I needed the cash, I guess, at the time.
Yeah.
It was.
But-
That's why I said I don't want to ever get to a point where I have to do that again.
Yeah.
I'll live under a bridge with my collection before I sell it again. You know, I just don't want to do that again.
Yeah. What's up?
What were we gonna ask?
No, I was gonna say, were you a big fan of just keeping your games if you could?
Yeah.
Instead of selling it?
Yeah, I mean, if I could have, yeah.
Or did you just want to sell it because
no,
someone
I
told
hit-
you, like,
no,
hey,
I hit two.
do you have the games to sell?
I hit 2 points in my life where I had to. Like I had the first time. I guess I really didn't have to.
Yeah.
But I felt like I needed to.
Yeah.
But just because like that point in my life, things weren't really going that well. So that's why that happened. And oh man, this is a bad story, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So I started eBay, and this is like, I don't know, 2003, 2004, somewhere on there. And I had acquired a big collection again of my games, right? Before I left to the Navy, I sold our buddy my stuff, right?
Is it because he asked you?
Well, because I didn't need it anymore, and he knew I was gonna get rid of it. And he was like, "I'll buy them,
Okay.
and I'll keep them, and I'll put them in a safe, whatever he was gonna keep them." So when I went to the Navy, I got back into gaming, right? And I started realizing you can go out and buy the old stuff again. So I started buying all this stuff up. So when I left the Navy, I had a big collection of games. A lot of them were in box, and it got to like right after the Navy. It was more difficult to find a job than you would think.
Yeah.
Very difficult. I don't know why it was so difficult, but everywhere I went, it was like, you're overqualified, whatever. So I needed something. So then I was like, well, I have all this stuff, and I'm living at home with my parents, you know, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and create a store and start selling this stuff. Well, it got to the point where it was overwhelming, the amount of people that were buying stuff,
Yeah.
that I was falling behind on shipping stuff. So I ended up like losing eBay status for like 5 years or something. Like I could not have an eBay account.
Because you weren't expecting to be successful.
I wasn't.
Of selling all your
Yeah, I
awesome, amazing collection.
Yeah, so I got behind on, because I didn't think about shipping
Yeah.
boxes and stuff like that. So I sold everything, and like by the time basically eBay told me that I needed to finish shipping everything, and then I was gonna be suspended.
That's crazy.
So when I opened up a store again, it was like way later.
Yeah.
And we talked, and I told them the same story I'm telling you of what happened, and it's not gonna happen again. And since then, I mean, I've had a 100% feedback rating.
Yeah.
Because I know how it works now.
But
you know what I mean?
But the friend that you sold the games, the 30 plus games, have you ever had a chance to be like, hey?
I told you I did. Didn't I tell you what I found out what happened? So he went to the military after I got out, and his younger siblings
Yeah.
broke into his safe, and he came back to all that stuff
I would
destroyed.
be pissed.
His personal stuff that
I
he
would
had,
be
plus
upset.
my stuff that
That's
I sold
crazy.
him, all destroyed. Boxes everywhere,
Oh,
booklets
man.
everywhere. He was. I'll put it this way: he's very angry.
Dang.
But yeah.
Wow.
So then I recollected again.
Uh-huh.
Before everybody was doing this retro game collecting again.
Mm-hmm.
I did it again. This was before like everybody, like I said, got back into retro gaming.
Yeah.
Like I could buy Legend of Zelda Adventure of Link in box for like $50 with the map and everything.
That's
like
a great, great
like
deal.
super cheap, yeah. So I amassed a collection again, and then in the industry I'm in 2009, it took a big dive. I mean, there was a big dive, dude. Like no work, no nothing. Like no work means how are you gonna pay your bills, right? So I was like, you know what? I have to get rid of it again. So I sold everything again, dude. And I had banger titles on the Saturn, on the Genesis 32X, like everything. I had all those games that I had to get rid of again.
Yeah.
So since then, I got to a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy them again, and now they're like 3 times the price, which is ridiculous. And I told you now I'm more picky about what I'm buying. Like I don't buy to get a whole complete collection of whatever console. I buy what I liked playing, not a game that I never played, a game that I actually played that I liked that maybe we didn't buy in the past, maybe we rented, or games that we actually own. So that's why those are the only games I buy now. Because I know they're like 3 times the price too. It's ridiculous. But
like we can't have all the games in the world.
So since then, this was like 2009, right? So since 2009, I have not had to sell again. I don't want to have to sell again until I'm ready to,
let it go, right? Later on in life.
Yeah, when I'm ready to leave this world, when I'm getting closer to that, then maybe I'll sell my stuff. Yeah. I'll do it then, but I'm not gonna do it anytime.
How funny that I see sometimes YouTube channels like there's people that have like 40,000 games in one place and they collect them.
Well, I think that looks cool.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I think it looks cool, but I don't want that. No,
that's way like out of control. Do you
I just
agree?
don't want all of that, dude.
Yeah, that's way out of control.
I've never
like my Retrovolt is not even at least.
Well,
it might be 1% of that.
Yeah, when it comes to the games, like I don't want every single game like to own. I want those ones that mean something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So like, hey, I remember my dad bought me that, or I remember playing this with my brother, or I remember playing this with my cousins.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Or I remember renting that game.
Yeah.
And wishing my dad bought that game and he didn't.
Like I have that, like my first Super Mario 64 game that I bought on my credit card.
Yeah, you told me about that. We did a video on that one.
Yeah, or Star Fox 64 with the ROM pack. I don't think I want to sell those.
Yeah, it's just like I said.
I want to keep them.
You've seen my collection.
Yeah.
I mean, most of my collection is.
It's amazing.
It's all about.
It's amazing, guys.
It's the games that I wanted.
Yes.
Games that mean something.
Yeah.
Like I don't need a whole complete in-box, collection of this system. I want the games that I remember from that system.
Yeah. Like I remembered pro wrestling with my cousins back then.
Yeah, because like I told you, I might not have had every console growing up, but when I got older and I started buying them, to try them all out, because like my dad didn't buy us this and my dad didn't buy us that, so like when I came across a Saturn, it was at a pawn shop for $10. For $10,
that's amazing.
It worked and everything. So I went we drove 2 hours to the store. I mean to the mall from the base, and they had what was it? They had some shop there. I can't remember the name of it. I think it might have been EB Games.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. And then you go in there and they'd have all these old games. So I started picking stuff up, dude. And I was like, oh, I remember reading about this game.
Yeah.
Or I remember reading about this game, and then I started playing those games. So now, since I've sold that collection, right, now the games that I'm buying for the Saturn are those same games that I got to play in my early 20s because I never got to play them before. It's the same thing when I told you the Turbo Duo.
Yeah.
My roommate sold me that with a stack of games. So I played all those games. So now that I have a Turbo Duo again, I'm only buying those games that I remember playing out of this collection that were amazing.
Has something in your heart.
Exactly.
Like I recall like buying games that are like 3 for $10, like at a flea market.
No, I remember that too.
You know, they had like a bin and all the Nintendo cartridges, and I would buy them. I would buy triple, quadruple, whatever.
That's
you
why
want to
your
call
collection looks the way it does.
Yeah, but it's in the attic though.
Yeah, but you got a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I do. I think I will let that go.
Oh,
I'm thinking about selling it.
Well, I remember when you first
and I think I still
me,
got my Pokemon.
I remember when you first showed me those.
Fossil.
When you opened those 2 doors and I saw that set of video games you had?
Yeah.
I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was like, no way, dude. This
Yeah.
guy has.
I just, you know, instead of like, you know, partying or whatever, I would just buy the games.
Well, the other thing I told you I had issues with is I like too much stuff. I like my comic books, I like my action figures,
Yeah.
my statues, and then video games.
Yeah.
And it's hard to spread the money out through all of those, you know. So for a little while when I got out of the gaming after I sold my stuff, I didn't want to see it again because I didn't want to like get that want to buy them again.
Mm-hmm.
So I focused on action figures. You remember that?
Yeah.
I had tons of
Who
them.
doesn't like action figures?
Yeah, but I had tons of them. That's when I bought all the Motu classics.
Yeah.
And I joined the one for the Voltron set from Mattel when they did the Matty Collector thing
Yeah,
for
I
that,
remember.
and the Thundercats.
Yeah.
Like I started buying McFarlane figures again. Dude,
yeah.
I got all into that.
He got me enrolled with Mattel Collectors Club.
Yes, and
And the first figure I got, guys.
he picked the wrong year, man. He picked the wrong year.
The first figure I got from He-Man
You picked the wrong year, bro.
was
Yeah, the Star Sisters.
whatever it
It was the
was.
Star Sisters.
And after that, I just canceled it.
Yeah, you came in around that year. That year was like all the not off-brand, but like
Non-people that I know.
yeah, not the main
Yeah.
characters. That whole year was stuff from like because they were doing print. You know, they added in
Yeah.
the She-Ra series too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny, man.
Anyway, that's a whole
That was my
nother,
memory.
That's
That
a
was
whole
my
nother
memory,
story. But yeah.
So, yeah, just looking at that, thank you for sharing all of that you just shared right now. But
Yeah.
I miss those days of buying 3 for $10 on the NES cartridge.
Oh, man, I remember going to like to
Flea market.
to
You
Toys R Us
would never
too.
see that again.
Remember how it was at Toys R Us? Like
Yes.
when the console would get to the end of its life and the new consoles would come out, they would slash the
Yeah.
price,
But they would have like a bin,
and they would have a bin of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like DVD set at Walmart or
Yeah.
Blu-ray,
But they don't do that no more. Nobody does that anymore. Now these
because they
games,
know the value of it. Now.
the games hold value now, so it's
Yeah.
a little harder to go and find like a.
I'm just thankful.
bargain bin.
I honestly, out of this whole entire like a refresher of my childhood, I'm just thankful I have most of the majority of the games that we had back then. I'm thankful for that, and I thank you, God, as well. So, just what are your thoughts about today? What we did? We were just chilling.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
enjoying life.
I just wanted to.
And just talk, and I think we should end it now. You know?
Yeah. Well, my thing was this, guys. It's like I said, the start of the channel was because I started realizing like the people that we watch, and I'm a fan of a lot of the YouTubers out there. We don't like the same ones, but I have those guys, you know, that I follow, and it was like, you know,
And
they're
that's okay.
but they're hanging out with like their buddies,
Yeah.
or they're just having a conversation with us, you know, like the viewers. And it's like, man, you know, like me and you do this, where we're like right now, this conversation we're having could go for a while, right? And we could just sit there and talk, and it's like, man, you know, like that's a wasted. It's not wasted. Let me take that back. I'm sorry. It's not a wasted conversation because we're enjoying the conversation. But it's like a conversation that I think other people could understand or get into.
Yeah.
Because and we're not doing that. We're not sharing it. So that's why I was like, you know what? When the YouTube started, at first it was to promote the store, because I did have like I started to realize my action figure collection and my comic book collection is a little much, and I thought I needed to go ahead and downsize. So that's why I started the store.
Yeah.
But then me and you talked, and even Ray, and we're like, well, why don't we do it on other stuff we like? So that's when we started the gaming,
Yeah.
right? And then we started the movies, and then, you know, we got into the unboxings of toys and Legos and stuff, and it's like, well, hold on, that's too much. So then that's why the Infinity Nerd store is all
Yeah.
gaming, the Infinity Nerd Studio is all movies, and then that, you know, Infinity Nerd Toy Box is all.
Which I hope you guys
Action
are
figures
subscribed
and
to
toys,
that,
yeah.
those channels.
Yeah, so, and this here was just us trying something new. I know that me and him do this a lot,
Yeah.
or, you know, I work out of town a lot, and then sometimes when I'm back in town, me and him will, you know, hang out and we'll talk, and we could talk for like hours.
Like we're doing right now.
Yeah, about memories and stuff, or
Yeah.
even like current gaming issues.
Yes.
This one I just wanted to kind of focus more on the Nintendo.
Introduction.
Yeah, and then
Well, how we are like privately.
yeah, and then the next video could be on something else. Yeah, but it was
Something
more like
cool.
and it's just like, you know, I put a lot of effort into editing. With this one, it won't be so much
Nah,
editing. It's
this
just
one
us
not be-
talking.
This is just talk.
Yeah, it's just us
Gaming
talking
talk.
and everything like that.
Gaming talk.
So with that, I guess we'll end this little
Yeah.
our conversation here.
And let's not forget other great NES games like Rolling Thunder,
There's a
RoboCop,
ton, man. That's what I'm saying. You could be here forever.
Super Mario 3.
I liked RoboCop.
Yeah.
The first one at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the first one. Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, there's a ton, dude.
Yeah.
There's a ton
I
of games. You
mean,
can keep going
we're
forever.
like
We already
going-
said Wizard and Warriors.
Yeah.
Iron Sword was
How
another
about
one.
Sesame Street? Is that considered one
Shadow
of
of the
those games?
Ninja is a great game. Did you ever play Shadow of the Ninja?
Mm-mm.
Dude, they even
Oh yeah,
re-released that
yeah
one.
they did. I got that
they just
on the
re-released one.
Switch.
I like Shadowgate. A lot of people don't like that game. You know, there's a lot of games, man. That I mean, when it came to Nintendo, Skate or Die, Skate or Die 2 was even better.
And TNC
TNC Surf Design, yeah, that
I
was
love
a
that
good one.
And I did like the Simpsons games.
You know what?
The first one was
good. Yeah, I mean, it's not that they were super terrible. They
Yeah.
were a little difficult, but yeah, I actually liked playing those games.
Yeah, or Spy Hunter.
I was gonna bring up Spy Hunter.
Oh,
I don't know if you like Spy Hunter.
I
but
like that game.
I did like Spy
My brother
Hunter
loved
back
that
in the
game.
day.
Yeah, so I know we're getting now. We're just gonna end it because we could talk another 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, and I think we've been talking for a while already.
Yeah.
But if you guys like this kind of thing that we're doing here, let us know. Is there a topic that you guys would want us to cover? Because as of right now, I'm just going to keep trying to throw things out. This one was trying to be more about how we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that we grew up in the greatest time, you know, because we got to experience these things from the beginning.
RC Pro-Am.
RC Pro-Am's good. I think we got to experience things as they came out. So for me, that's like a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, like we got to experience all these different consoles
Tetris.
throughout our time. Yeah.
Tiny Toons Adventure.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too, dude.
I'm sorry, I'm just like.
You know, I like Total Recall.
So did I.
You like it too?
Yes.
It's not the best game, but I liked it for some
Why
reason.
is it not the best game?
I don't know.
It was a good
Toxic
game.
Crusaders.
Yeah.
Toxic Crusaders was good.
Yeah,
Trojan. That's another good Capcom game.
exactly.
Man, there's too many,
I love
bro.
it, man. I love just remembering the old titles that I have.
Like I said, Vice
Played.
Project Doom.
I-
Widget
Yeah.
was a good one.
At least 500 of these games, Billy, that I'm looking at.
Oh,
on the
Werewolf.
list. Yeah.
I like that game too.
Where's Waldo? Do you remember Where's Waldo?
I don't know if I like that one too much.
That was
I
hard to
didn't even
play.
like
That was
Who
hard to
Framed Roger
play.
Rabbit that much.
I like that game.
I did like Willow.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I liked Willow.
Me too.
Worm was a good one. I don't know if you played that one.
Xavius. Do you remember that
I
one?
played
like that
I
one.
played Xenophobe.
Yeah, that me too.
Yeah, that one was a little
I
tough.
remember Yonoid.
Yonoid was good.
It was.
I know a lot of people.
It was a
I just
Domino's
recently
pizza
saw a video.
mascot.
I just saw a video
I
on
love that
Yonoid, and they
guy.
were like, "Is it as bad as you think?" And I'm like, "No, it's actually really good.
Exactly.
Like I actually like that game."
I think I want to buy the
Oh,
Nintendo
Zen-
cereal. Can I buy
Zen the
Nintendo cereal?
Intergalactic. Yeah, Zen the Intergalactic Ninja
I
was a good
remember
one.
that. Yeah.
So there's a ton, dude. You can go on and on.
I think I
can
should
go
go
on
to
and on.
eBay and buy the Nintendo cereal. I want to try it out.
Maybe we'll have a video of that.
I want to try it
Um,
out.
No, but we just kind of wanted to. I just wanted to talk about that because me and him just had a conversation yesterday. It was more movie related,
Yeah.
comic book related, and we spent like
Superman was awesome.
Dude, we spent like over an hour on the phone, and I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about, dude. Like these conversations we have them on our own, and we don't share them with anybody. You know what I mean? So like, I thought this would be cool if I bring up a topic that I know you'd be interested in,
Yeah.
and we just kind of go and see how it goes.
I love this topic.
You know what I mean? So
NES.
NES was a good one. I'll
my
come up
gosh.
I'll come up with
What
another.
a great start.
Yeah, I'll come up with another topic after that. But
I thank you so much, guys, for your time.
yeah, if there's something that you think you want to hear us talk about, let us know in the comments below. I'm
I
sure
hope
there's
you enjoyed
tons
this.
of yeah.
I
I'm
hope
sure
you
there's
enjoyed this.
there's so many conversations we can have. Like
It's just a laid-back conversation.
well, like I said, we have that.
We're not talking about Tupac. We're not talking about. Other
No, I'm
things.
just saying because it's cool because like we've been there, we've been there where the start of all this was, so like we have a lot that we could share,
Yeah.
like stories and everything like that, man. Like like I said, I love comics, I love video
Yeah.
games, and I love toys. I've been there for all of that stuff.
I wish we were able to have collections of comic books back then.
Yeah, well, a lot of this stuff we weren't so confident about talking about until later. I mean, it's become a thing now where it's like it's okay to be like kind of nerdy in your
Just
gaming.
How
Yeah,
you
like your comic books. I mean, everything's kind of more accepted now than it was back when we were growing up.
Like, what's the difference of having the NES cartridge with the DVDs or the
Yeah.
Blu-rays? Same thing.
Yeah, so like I said, let us know in the comments below if there's a topic you want us to discuss. And I guess hope you liked the episode. Let us know in the comments below. What did you think? What are your favorite NES games? Your top 10 if you have a top 10 list. What are the worst games that you remember playing? Just give us any of your memories that you can from the NES era, and I guess we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.